Chief Charles Idahosa, a former Commissioner of Information and Chieftain of the All Progressives Congress (APC) in Edo State, speaks on the controversy trailing the mode of primaries to be adopted by the party in selecting its governorship candidates. Temidayo Akin-Sui brings the excerpts. As one of the major stakeholders in the state, what is the opposition on the thorny issue of primary in Edo State? He said, on the issue of direct or indirect primary, it is very clear that primary is a domestic issue of a political party. There is a Supreme Court judgment on that. I think Oshiomole is just out to do a lot of destruction just like he did in Zamfara and other states. What surprises me most is that all the leaders of the party are just waiting for him to destroy the fabrics of the democracy of APC. Why they are doing that, I don't know. When people try to change story to suit them, it is very painful. Everybody is aware that on the issue of Edo State, Oshiomole is a principal actor. In fact, he is an interested party in this matter. He wants Obaseki out at all costs, even though the wider majority believes that the governor has performed well. Oshiomole was governor in Edo State when Obaseki contested the governorship primary in 2016. The method used was indirect primary and it was held at the Ogbe Stadium, supervised by Oshiomole himself. I remember then that the people with Oshiomole now are abusing him, telling him that he was influencing the outcome of the primary because he wanted Obaseki to win. There was no COVID-19 then, but he used indirect primary. Why is he now calling for direct primary at a time we are all trying to stop the spread of coronavirus in the state? Odigwe Oyegun has spoken and he advised that Oshiomole should excuse himself. As national chairman of the party, Oyegun never supported Obaseki, but he did not interfere in the process. He did not disturb Oshiomole from doing whatever he wanted to do then. So what is it that is so special about Oshiomole that nobody wants to stop him? There are insinuations that Governor Obaseki and those loyal to him are afraid of direct primary, which is why they are against it. How will you respond to that? He said, in Edo State, we don't care if it is direct primary or indirect. What we are saying is the fairness. If Oshiomole is involved, whether direct or indirect, there is going to be problem because he is biased and is a major part of the crisis rocking Edo APC today. He should explain to the world how did he bring Obaseki in as APC candidate in 2016. Was it not through indirect primary? Now he wants all of us to go and crowd ourselves in all our local governments just because he wanted Obaseki out at all costs. The reason why he's insisting on direct primary is because it is very easy to manipulate. I have a very good example. I contested the governorship primary with Oshiomole in 2007. He was barely 10 days old in the Action Congress AC and I defeated him hands down. But what happened? They changed the results. These were results you bring from different locations, so it is very easy for the people at the party headquarters to change it. Those who did the injustice are alive and they have apologized to me. So what gives you the impression that Oshiomole will not be fair in supervising the primary? And he said, the situation has been revealed to us by the Deputy National Chairman, North, Lawal Shaibu, who said last week that Oshiomole personally constituted both the screening committees for the governorship and senatorial elections, as well as the final appeals committee, all in violation of the extant constitutional provisions of the party vesting the power in INEC. He said Oshiomole also made himself the chairman of the appeals committee so that he can have the final say. I repeat, we are not afraid of direct or indirect primary, but we are concerned about fairness. If Oshiomole is allowed to be a judge in his own case, there will be no fairness. That is all we are saying. Oshiomole should excuse himself from the primary in order to ensure justice and fairness. That is our position. We will not fold our hands and allow Edo go to the opposition like Oshiomole is doing. That was how Oshiomole harassed Governor Samuel Otom until the man left APC and contested under PDP. Today, he remains the governor of Benue under PDP platform. Is that what a national chairman who knows his onions be wishing for? We are tired of Oshiomhole lies and deceptive antics. Few days ago, he was asked what his problem with Obaseki was. He said he has no problem with the governor and wants he only wants him to carry everybody along. Meanwhile, he was busy organizing mock primary that latest resulted in violence. As a former governor, he is not concerned about assisting Edo State government in finding solutions to COVID-19 pandemic in the state, as he is concerned with how to deny Obaseki a second time. We are waiting for him. Let's see how that is going to be possible. The insinuation out there is that Oshiomhole is doing all this not just because of Obaseki, but he and some few people want to kill APC in the South and weaken it so that the party dies when President Buhari is leaving, and then they will float a new party. I am one of the founding fathers of this party from AC, so I know what is going on. If Oshiomhole used indirect primary to produce Obaseki, then like you said, why do you think he's insisting on direct primary now? He said, when you see a man that lies from both sides of his mouth with ease, then that man cannot be trusted. I have always said that Oshiomhole is not competent to be a national chairman of a political party, and he has proven me right on many occasions that he is unfit to lead this party or any other party. I was ashamed of him as his former political advisor when he was lying on national television recently when the reporter asked him about his opinion on the bill in the House of Representatives barring Nigerians from going abroad for medical treatment. Oshiomhole replied that he is in support of the bill. The reporter then asked him, have you ever traveled abroad for medical treatment? Oshiomhole said no. When the reporter probed him further, he now capitulated and said yes. Hey! We know Oshiomhole very well. As a governor of Edo State, he was going abroad for medical treatment. By that, Oshiomhole was indirectly indicting President Buhari, knowing fully well that the president during his first term was away for almost 7 months on health issue. When Oshiomole's mother fell in a mosque, when Oshiomhole mothers fell in a mosque, he took her abroad for treatment. Oshiomhole then ordered his special assistant on protocol, John Ahigbe, who is now the chairman of ESAP or Central Local Government Area, to go and stay in a nearby hotel to watch over his mother, who was being treated in a private hospital. Her mother, the mother who only fell in a mosque, his mother who only fell in a mosque, whose legs were not broken, stayed in the hospital for months. When I heard the mother was in London, I called Oshiomhole and I told him I will be going to London. He said I should call Ahigbe to give me the name of the hospital, and I went there to visit the woman. But this same man sat on national television lying to Nigerians that he has never gone for treatment abroad, when his mother, who only fell, went to London to go and relax with Edo people's money. Here is a man that has been indicted on the fraud he perpetrated on the Edo Specialist Hospital project in Benin. He goes into the party secretariat with few of his loyalists who call themselves NWC, and they said they have taken decision. We are waiting for the official announcement in Edo so that we know what to do. We will know what to do. All is busy himself with from morning till night is how to remove a governor who is performing to the admiration of all. We are not going to allow him have his way. So guys, can you really understand what these people are saying? You know, this Idahosa, he worked under Oshiomhole. All of a sudden, when these factions began to come up, you know, he switched to the other side. The same way, by the time something will happen again with him with Obaseki, they'll begin to sing a different song. You can imagine what happened. See all the things that he revealed about Obaseki, Oshiomhole, that the mother just fell and he just went to put him in London, and Oshomole was lying. We know all of this, but you know the problem. These people, this Idahosa, they are all the same. They be the same people. If gbege happen now, if gbege happen for with am, for Obaseki side again, before you know it again, they'll begin to sing another song. But the masses know the truth. Of course, on that national TV, Oshomole was just jumping from places to places. He couldn't even answer the question directly. We know that they are all lying. Even the president, they all know. They all know it is not a good thing that for a president to be going out of the country for treatment. They all know it is not good, but they will patch it up. It is only when they start having fracas that is when they will not be saying the reality that people have been talking. You can imagine if this kind of statement is coming from the opposition, they will tell you, oh, they will tag them, they will label them. So it's just unfortunate. Whether direct or indirect, they know what they are doing. They just know what they are doing. Oshomole, of course, we know that he wants to be the godfather. That is why he cannot even remove his eye from that position. Because if whether you like it or not, whether the Waseki played some role at the background that are not known to people, but what is evident to everybody is that he practically installed Obaseki there. They might be friends. Obaseki must have helped him in the past or whatever, but it is a known fact. Every people that will be coming and be arguing that that is not the true story of this, that is not the real whatever of this story that Obaseki did. Of course, we know they might have this thing. He must have helped him in the past, but as we speak, just like Idahosa, he's confirming it. He put him there because he wanted him to be there, and they did indirect primary, and everybody's bringing a lot of reasons why, whether there should be indirect or no indirect. If though people say he has done well, Obaseki has done well, good and fine. Let them all go and test their popularity, because at the end of the day, nobody wey dey all of the help. They no dey help anybody, whether Obaseki, whether this, me, I'm not seeing any spectacular thing that they are all doing. It is business as usual. Rigmaroling, doing yeah projects, small projects, and the gullibles will be shouting it up and down. Of course, everybody is entitled to who they want to support or who they don't want to support, but they further expose Oshomole. Everybody has been able to see Oshomole, from all these indications. Even all of them are embarrassing themselves. All of them are exposing themselves. That's just the best way to put it. All of them. All of them. If you know that you belong to Oshomole, all of them, Oshomole is included. If you believe, you believe, or you are supporting Obaseki, all of them, even with this Idahosa, all of them, because they've been working together, but they are what, deceiving the masses. Until the masses, they will now do the right thing before we know where we are going in this country. Someone says, Momotok, why is Obaseki afraid of indirect primary? Judgment day has come. We want a direct primary. Allow Governor Obaseki to submit to NWC directives. Test your popularity with direct primary if you are on ground. Okay, those people saying Obaseki this and that, Obaseki can't stand Ogbemudia Oshomole in their first 3 years into office. To me, he has done nothing. The only thing he knows how to do is Mr. Memorandum. Mr. Idahosa, hold your peace. Okay? Idahosa, save us noise and make it on the day of primary. How made you? I don't know what this person is saying. Okay, stop whipping out of sentiment. Go and face the electorate. I don't know why some people think they can always fool the majority. Why is Obaseki afraid of a direct primary? Someone say you are not even known in Edo State and you want to challenge a national leader. Empty drum trying to make loudest noise. Someone say survivor of the fittest in play. Obaseki made a frantic effort with the collaboration of his allied governors from other APC controlled states. Okay, Mr. Man, you are vomiting nonsense. What has Edo APC primary election to Adams' mother's medication? Oh, it's part of it now. Let them expose themselves. His mother medication abroad. The chips are down already for Baseki, your ATM. Okay, somebody now said that yes, why was he lying that he does not travel abroad for treatment? He should hide his head in shame. Obaseki all the way. Obaseki all the way out of the government house, and Pastor Ezeyamu is coming. Indirect brought him on seat, while direct will take Obaseki out of seat. Simple. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comments below and let's learn from you. Thank you.